What's up, gamers? It's Kaiser Axel bringing you here another battle in the Maverick Monotype tournament. Gotta say, this is a very interesting battle. You'll see why when we get into that. But, excuse my mannerisms. I forgot to introduce my co-host for today. We don't have Glenn, but we do have the great Nino. Nino, say hello.
Hello, there's nothing great about me, but no, definitely, this was, I feel like, the battle of the week.
Yes, a lot of people weren't predicting this would not be the battle of the week, but after we watched it, after we played it, oh my god, I can honestly say I am mind blown at what happened here. Of course, we have my team, the Steel types, versus Noah, the Poison types, and
I mean, right off the bat, we know, like, obviously he ain't using no poison moves against you.
yeah, he obviously can't use his stab poison type against me, but he was in the training center with Nino.
Yeah. I just felt so bad about last week, what I did to him, basically Gigaton hammering him in the corner. So I needed to help the guy. I felt obliged to, and it gave me a chance to kind of, take a step back and figure some things out that maybe I should have really applied when we battled Axel. I still wish I could have gave you a better battle.
No, I still enjoyed our battle. It was great. And, I forgot, did Chris say he wanted to join us?
Oh, he's me right now. He's angry.
No, I'm here.
Oh, hello. Hello, Chris. Sorry, I totally forgot if you said you wanted to join us or not. Because, I just hyped up this whole intro.
No, dude, I don't blame you. This was, like, the battle of the week.
Oh, yeah,
No joke.
definitely.
Yeah.
Viewers, you guys are in for a treat, honestly, because as you know, well, maybe not as you know, but we consider, Axel our resident Pokemon master, one of the greats. And Noah is, kind of new to the scene. Obviously, I'm new to the scene too, but I like to stay in the lab a lot.
Yeah, you practice a lot more too. But definitely, this was a great battle. Looking at my team composition, I brought the Iron Crowns. Why did I bring Iron Crown? Cause Stab Psychic, obviously. I brought the Corviknight, Empoleon, Excadrill, Klefki, and the Metagross. Corviknight can pretty much take any hit from like a Bandage one here, or even like a one here that's Sneasler. Yeah. We have Iron Crown, which can pretty much like KO a bunch of his poison Pokemon with Psychic. Empoleon, because I haven't played much of Empoleon this season, so I wanted to play Empoleon. We got Excadrill for that Stab Earthquake, Klefki for support, and Metagross. Just cuz.
Just cuz.
Just cuz.
Can't go wrong with Metagross.
Definitely can't go wrong with Metagross. Looking at Noah's team, we see the Petron, the Okidogi, the Iron Moth, the Toxtricity. God, I always mess up its
It's a
name.
mouthful.
Because I want to say toxic, but it's not toxic, it's Toxtricity.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the
there you
amped
go.
form. And then we see the Sneasler and the Graphite Eye. Definitely gotta say, I was predicting at least 4 of these mons, that being the Petron, the Okidogi, the Iron Moth, and the Sneasler. Was not predicting the Graphite Eye or this Toxtricity.
I mean, hey man, like I said in a couple videos ago, it's all about them pranksters sometimes.
It's all about them prankster Pokemon. Those definitely have the ability to turn the tide. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts of this battle? Or before heading into battle?
Well, I mean, I can't really say too much because, again, like how we touched on base, I did actually kind of give Noah a decent amount of help with this. I knew what was, what he was bringing off the get-go. I really don't want to, look into this because, like, at the end of the day, Noah's the one piloting this team. But I'm pretty sure, like, how you can maybe see, or at least Axel would know, like, you can see my fingerprints a little bit all over this team, starting with that Graphite Eye.
Most definitely.
I wanted to give you a good battle first, like, I couldn't do it myself, but I feel like, let's maybe awaken the beast a little bit.
Yeah. And awaken the beast we shall. Let's go into this battle, guys. Okay, so in comes the Graphite Eye. I start with the Corviknight because I think Corviknight is such a great lead against any of his Pokemon, except against that Toxtricity. And
that's what it was actually planned for, honestly.
yeah. So he goes for the parting shot,
shot,
gets that that pivotal thing. But so do I. I get that U-turn, so now I'm in control. I go to Excadrill. Why? Because why not?
Because why not?
Why not? Go for the safe
You got
Earthquake,
Sneasler?
but in comes the Sneasler, and it Safe.
balloon.
Sneezer going to fire off a close combat, but my Corviknight eats it and he goes,
It says no.
yum. Try again. Toxicity coming back in. I go for the U-turn, predicting him to switch out and go right back out to the Excadrill. Grafai coming in. I go for a Terra Psychic Blast. Let's go. But unfortunately, I don't kill the lemur because it has a Focus Sash.
I gotta say,
then you get it, right?
I like some of Noah's Mon's nicknames right here. Especially this
Yeah,
one.
because he was
Yeah.
expecting me to do a lot more. I switched into the Metagross because I didn't know what the Petron could do to my Excadrill, and Excadrill was one of my key Pokemon to, to victory, and I didn't know Petron got Foul Play. So, damn on
There's
me.
that parting shot though.
Yeah.
And then this was honestly what we tried to make the ace for everything, which, right there is one.
Yeah.
Iron Crown goes down, Empoleon out, and, obviously you don't want that water. You
Gotta
want
say, that
bat.
Surf did quite a lot of damage to Okidogi, because I know Okidogi has decent health pool, close combat being fired off by Okidogi into the Corviknight, and takes some Rocky Helmet damage, but
You really love that item, don't you, Rocky Helmet?
it's such a great
Good item.
it's a great item to have on such defensive mons.
Here comes that Klefki for, that sand, and we know who's coming out. He
Yep.
says hello.
Chill.
Because I expect
he's-
this Excadrill to outspeed anything on his team outside of a Sneasler with Unburden.
And then you called that too, like, perfectly. I mean, either way, that Terra Blast would have done
Yeah.
no damage, but
After
Yeah.
seeing him Terra into Terra, what Terra? The fire.
Fire.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
what he can't Terra anything else, which means I can just fire off Terra Psychics. I think what he
You see
should have
that, right?
done is maybe have like a poison dark Pokemon. That way it can, become immune, or even have the Terra Psychic itself and have an air balloon on something that covers his, his weaknesses. Empoleon would have lived if it didn't get this. If the Iron Moth didn't get that.
Critical,
No,
yeah.
if the Iron Moth didn't get that +1. The +1 is what killed Empoleon. Otherwise, Empoleon would have lived and killed this damn bug.
and then this was the key thing here, honestly,
Yeah.
getting that Klefki back in for that, for that sandstorm, and then there's that earthquake, cleans it up. But I mean, you could see it
Look
from
how
here.
well he did against you.
Yeah, just you could see. I believe he's the only one that's gotten, like, I don't think anybody's gotten off, more than 2
No.
mons off
no.
of you until this point.
No. I mean, even though if you look at the week 1 scores, my score against Glenn is a 3-0. That's because Glenn accidentally terra'd something he wasn't supposed to terra,
No,
which
you
meant
have
a
that.
forfeit. Otherwise, that match possibly could have been a 5 or 6-0 in my favor. But can't change the past. But gotta say, Noah piloted this team very well. I felt like it was a complete back and forth situation. I feel like maybe I could have applied more pressure if I had, Excadrill out more instead, but I don't know. It just felt like things weren't meshing up at certain points. I felt like the Scorfii was, like, really messing me up. And then the Petron killing my Metagross, because my Metagross, I spec'd it so that it could live, I think it could live a Life Orb, Flamethrower from Iron Moth, I believe. Because it's assault vested, but that foul play just like
That
wrecked
foul
me.
play
It's like,
was.
no.
Very foul indeed.
I will say though that psychic though. I mean, obviously because the Quark Drive, but like that, because Petrod is a fairly high defensive mod for both ways. Honestly, I mean
Yeah.
a little bit more of the physical, but still like that was some.
Yeah, I messed
That's a
up
lot
on
of
my
damage.
I messed up on my calculations because for my Iron Crown I was just doing a max HP. I didn't think about doing a max special defense as well, which is why I didn't pick up that kill. But damn. But I felt like this was a great match either way. Klefki obviously being such a great support Pokemon, which allowed me to pick up the 6-0 with my Excadrill.
Now I'm on that. I'm on that Klefki bag. On the wagon.
Wagon.
I know
let's
I can't
go.
English apparently.
Wabbin.
Hey, keep
Well-
it up. It's gonna be your turn to not be able to English.
But definitely Excadrill was the MVP of my side. That Iron Moth for Noah, definitely. And god damn. Yeah, I had to make, like, I had to bring in, I had to kill as much as I could, and then bring in the Empoleon. Hopefully Empoleon could live, but that, I felt like, because that Empoleon was Torrent as well. If it had
You would've been able to get it
if
off.
it didn't get that +1, that Torrent Stab Water Surf would have KO'd this thing. and I would have
Yeah.
won with 3-0. But the +1, and so it's like, okay,
Really
you go
helped it.
down. Yeah, the +1 helped him out, and then that plus, I had to get the sand up. That way, Excadrill can outspeed and win me the game.
I mean, that was honestly, like I said, that was the key.
Yeah.
It's,
If you've been looking at the chat, oh my god, let's see,
we were
we have
going crazy.
turn 12. Chris is like, let's fucking go, and then like, oh my god, it was on the crit. It was such a great battle. I gotta say, after seeing this, Noah is definitely someone you cannot trifle with. Maybe a little lacking in the team building composition, but with some help, he can
He's
be
getting
one of the
better.
greats.
He
He's
made me
definitely
so
getting better.
proud. I was literally screaming like I was watching a football game.
Better than the Super Bowl, right?
I mean, my team didn't go to the Super Bowl, so that can, that can screw up. But Chargers, let's go Chargers.
Yeah. But definitely, it was a great battle, Nino. Thank you so much for helping him out. Cause I feel like we could see lots of potential in him, but we just haven't seen it within the last matches. And this clearly showed he has the potential. He just needs a little guidance to put him onto the right path.
And again, this is his first tourney for Noah. This is his first Pokemon tourney, and we can only expect him to get better with time. So let's see what else he need. We'll just see what else he can do.
Almost half of the entire, battlers is their first. Because I mean, it is also mine, but
yeah, because it's Glenn's for singles, it's yours overall, it's Giants overall, it's Noah's overall. I've pretty much spearheaded all of our tournaments that we've had in our group. Channing's always like right behind me, Zach, and then Chris. But like, gotta say, the level that we are bringing to each other in this Monotype tournament is superb.
And I just wanna make you guys proud.
Yeah, and you are. I mean, dude, you are 3rd overall in the tournament so far. And Chris, you're 5th. You're not locked out of the top 4 yet. But
No, he's gonna kick me out. He's gonna take my spot.
I mean, it could be a possibility.
I want to bring my bugs as high as they can go.
And I believe that you can. But thank you, everyone. This was the end of the week 4 matches, and we hope that you enjoyed everything that you've seen so far. We are now halfway through the tournament. We have 3 more weeks left to determine what our placements will be. It looks like some places might be more solidified than others, but definitely nobody's, well, no, 2 people are out of contention for the top 4. But definitely things can be shaken up within these next 3 weeks, so we hope you stay tuned for that. Guys, any closing words before we head out?
I'm gonna bring that pesticide for Chris in our battle. Bye bye bugs. I do joke around, but when it comes to the actual battles, I wanna give my utmost best, not just for me, but for my opponent, of course.
Definitely.
I am gonna try and do my best to become aggressive as possible this time around.
Yeah.
I know when he
I'm
come
gonna
back
try and
with the warfare in it.
I'm gonna hit fast and hard, so get ready for that.
So for week 4, week 5, sorry, I messed that up. Week 5, we have Axel versus Giant. That's going to be Rock versus Steel. We have Nino versus Chris. Fairy versus Rock. No, Fairy versus Bug, sorry. Oh my god, Chris is not rocking this tournament. That was past tournament.
Okay.
It's Chris versus Nino, Bug versus Fairy. Then we have Zach versus Glenn, Dragon versus Water, and Noah versus Channing, Normal versus Poison. We are finally going to see who is going to be the absolute loser of the entire tournament at during next week's showing. That'll be between Channing and Noah. That is a match I'm most excited to see, even more than anybody else's, gotta say.
I agree. I mean,
I agree as
despite
well.
despite those two at the bottom of the bracket, I think we're all just excited to see who is gonna try and get that top spot instead of staying at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, like they had their schedule was kind of like
their schedule
bottom
was
heavy.
very, yeah. Also gotta say, like, Zach versus Glenn, this could be very pivotal for Glenn if he wants to really secure that spot in the top 4. If Zach loses, that means, Nino, you're second. For now. If Zach loses.
I mean, I have faith in Glenn, you know, but we'll just, you know, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely gotta see. And, let's see, the match between you two is definitely gonna be an interesting one for sure. This is important for Chris. If he can pull out a win, he can almost secure that spot in the top 4. If not, Chris, you gotta hope a lot of things go in your favor, my dude.
Again, I know I joke around and all, but you ain't taking my spot in the top 4.
Oh, Ryder
You're welcome to Club
next week.
Good.
Alright, guys.
Love
If
the
you
energy.
love the energy. If you enjoyed this video and you hate Nino, click that like button, click that subscribe button, comment that you hate Nino. Nino will like every fucking one of those things.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just don't hate me and then pray that I lose, because it's not 2 different things. Don't scorn my fairies. You can scorn me all you want.
And if you know what, just leave a comment for who you want to win in next week's battles. Just leave a comment. Yeah, that's all you gotta do, you know.
Leave a comment if you want to see Nino win.
Leave a comment if you want to see an awesome battle. Leave a comment if you want to see battles just like this one.
Comment if you just want to see.
Yeah, comment if you want to see.
Damn,
and then
there's some...
like if
No,
you
we're not gonna
Nino
get into
for
that.
winning.
But anyways,
Yes, because
gamers.
I'm a dirty baton passer.
Yeah. But anyways, gamers, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time, and bye-bye.
Lola.
Uses.